Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 150. Wow, what a journey! What a journey! I'm very excited to attend this session and always feel great when I meet you all. And seriously, when there is no meeting, I feel like that something is missing in my life because this is learning. I think now I'm addicted to learning. Thank you so much for becoming part of this beautiful family and helping us all achieve becoming a good communicator and public speaker. Thank you so much. Does not matter whether we go and speak in front of public, but at least we are making sense when we are speaking to somebody in our life. This is one of the practice sessions where we can come and always practice whatever we feel like. Every time somebody is a different topics master, and today's topics master is Toastmaster Umar Farooq, who is one of the highest ranked Toastmaster at this platform because he is, I think, he must have conducted this session more than 50 times, if I'm not mistaken, plus minus. He is famous and notorious topics master. I will not take much of your time today. The timer is DTM Naveen, all the way from Singapore. He will be continuing this role for 20-25 minutes. Then somebody else will take over. But to support Toastmaster Umar Farooq, if you like to volunteer as a timer, please do so. Come forward and challenge yourself. Otherwise, we will continue without timing device. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not take much of your time, but thank you so much. We will speak for 1 to 2 minutes and remain silent for rest of this session. That means you are humble, you are gracious, and you are supportive for the people who are around you. Thank you so much for that. A big hand for you. And let's welcome Toastmaster Umar Farooq for 150th session of Global Impromptu Speaking. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Umar Farooq.
Thank you, distinguished Master Amjad. And well, all are welcome to this 150th session. It's a great milestone for everybody. It has been over a year, and it has been a great platform for everyone to practice the improv speaking, to develop their thinking capacity, think out of the box, learn to how we can think differently and tackle topics, and test our knowledge also. So let's begin. So today's sessions, a lot of questions will be there, some intellectual questions, some different quotes will be there also. So let's see how vigilant we are. Word of the day is vigilant. To be cautious, to be careful, and all that. So let's have all those vigilant topics. So first we have Savita ma'am.
Yes, Toastmaster Uma.
Savita ma'am, your topic is all children are artists. The problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up. Okay, all children are artists. The problem is how to remain artists once he grows up. I put it in the chat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Omar, for this topic, and my greetings to everyone present here. When a child is born, I heard he or she is a blank slate. Whatever imprints are put, the child carries that. And some percentage of it, everyone gets it from their genes. Their genes decide some of the basic things. Then during development phase, teachings from parents, teachers, and seniors around the children, they get more education in the form of whatever they are learning. All children are artists, yes, because their mind is free, their brain is fresh to do anything, to adopt anything, to learn anything, to draw anything, to attempt anything. And they'll, if they get the opportunity from good atmosphere, surroundings, parents, teachers, whosoever are there, that talent or ability is developed slowly with the time. Problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up, because problem comes when this natural tendency or this talent is controlled by our education system. Once a child grows up and goes into a higher standard, then the child is told to do a particular thing only. Leave about this. Like, for example, if a child is interested in and arts, but parents put pressure on the child. So you have to take science, you have to do engineering, you have to do this thing, and that pressure, reduces the talent in the child. Yes, the problem is how to remain unless the parents and the teachers and give those wings to a child. The child doesn't remain in that, and it goes to the like standard, like becoming particular thing as our society needs. Yes, all children are artists. Problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up. I agree with that. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Uma.
Wonderful insights, the man. Great, great thoughts. So now we'll have Sushant. Sushant, I have easy one. You can hear now. Sushant, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, Sushant, your topic is keep your fears to yourself, but share your inspirations with others. Keep your fears to yourself, but share your inspirations with others. Sushant.
Thanks, Table Topic Master. Keep your fears to yourself, but share your inspiration with others. When we fear, that's where we get a negative thinking. We can't do it. We have not done that much so that we can solve the issue. But no, the only thing that stops you from finding the solution is your fear. Everyone fears, including myself. I fear a lot when I do maths, especially. But one time I felt like, why should I fear? I know the sum, I know the concept. This is how I should do. Then why am I fearing? So one time I did not fear. I was confident that I will and I can really do it. And that's when I know the concept, I did it. It was an important sum as well. So that's where fears creates a barrier in the journey towards your goal. So don't get feared, always think positive. And indeed to say, if you don't think fearful, you will get inspirations. And also, I request you all to share it with others so that it does not only stop with you, but also spread with your surroundings, which will make a better world that we really need today. Over to the table topic master.
Yes. Inspire your fear, huh? Okay, okay, great. Wonderful thoughts, Sushant. So we have with us Niket. Niket, are you there? Niket
Yeah,
Rana.
hi Omar, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, not visible.
I'll keep my camera off today.
Okay, no issues. So your topic is can all evil be blamed on mental health or lack of empathy? Can all evil be blamed on mental health or lack of empathy? Niket.
Kind of, it can be blamed on lack of on mental health and lack of empathy. Because see, if someone understands that what other people are going through, he would be kind enough. He would be generous towards others. And I'm no expert on mental health, but I had read somewhere that often the saddest nature that comes out, saddest means someone who is very happy to see others in pain. Saddest nature comes out due to the some of the mental health issues, and that can be traced mostly to the some childhood traumas or the upbringing or the surroundings, your environment, how you grew up, etc. It can be blamed down to that. So like what is lack of empathy? It is a medical condition called autism. If you have, like, I have a friend of mine, he told me that once when he was 9 years old, he threw another kid from his school bus, and at that time his father decided to take him to a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist told him that yes, he suffers from a lack of empathy, that is autism. So all these things can be treated, and I believe that yes, it is all ultimately related. When I see someone that he is kind of devilish in nature, that can indeed be related to the mental health issues or a lack of empathy. But the good news is that this is very much treatable, but by expert professionals. You this These things cannot, of course, be treated by just your friends or just some good words told to you or by just a table topic session. But this indeed can be treated with the help of a medical professional. There has been a lot of research going on in this field lately, and you would be surprised to know that what a simple pill, what one simple piece of medicine can do to the mental health of some patient. So yes, all evil can be blamed on mental health, but the good news is that there is a lot of research in this, and you might want to utilize that. Over to you.
Interesting thoughts. Okay, okay. So mental health is one of the factors I feel. So great thoughts. So we have with us Dinesh. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Dinesh, your topic is easy one. How would people behave if there were no rules or laws? How would people behave if there were no rules or laws? Dinesh.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. And how would people behave if there were no rules and laws? I think I feel people will act freely, and because there won't be any rules, right? And there won't be any restrictions, at least to the mind, right? We generally thought, if we do something, and we might break the some part of the rules or the principles that we follow, right? And if there are no rules, I think we can go beyond that. And then, but I feel, laws, I think that should be there, because people might cross the line, and then that will be a huge chaos to everyone. So I feel, sure, rules are fine, at least, like, like, to the small extent, traffic rules, or some small things that can be fine. Even if they are not there, you can that we can act freely, and you can um, uh, take something from there. But I think if there are no laws, it will be all chaos around the world, like we have because of the pandemic. It's not related to rules or anything, but yeah, because something went wrong at some other place. It's all it impacted everyone, right? And the same way, if the rules and laws are not there, then it will have negative. I feel there will be a negative impact. So yeah, that's what I can take it from a big TM moment.
Yes, interesting answer, Puneet. It was a very open-ended question. You can take it any direction. So wonderful. So now we have with us, who is there next? Naveen sir. Naveen sir, you want to take now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yashwaraj.
Who can perform the timer role for?
I
I'll
will.
take up the timer.
Okay, Gayatri is the our timer.
All right.
Okay, so Naveen sir, it's a very interesting question. Your topic is: are any of the thoughts, opinions, or perceptions truly objective? Are any of the thoughts, opinions, or perceptions truly objective? Naveen sir.
Fellow Toastmasters, thoughts, opinions, and perceptions, they all arise in the mind when there is a doubt. Once you're clear of your landmark, of what you have to achieve in life, do you think that opinions and perceptions of others really matter for you? Of course not. Because be clear in your thoughts, be clear on how you're focused in life, and of course your thoughts will be clear, and the opinions of others would not really make so much of a difference on what you're doing. The greatest leaders in the world have been people or have been very clear in their thoughts and what they want to achieve, and they are the ones who have caused transformations in the world. Now let me give you an example. When I joined my family business like after my graduation, but somehow I was not really very satisfied with that. So I spoke to my father. So he back then, about 20, 30 years ago. So he told me that is you do whatever you want and I will support you. So it took me almost about 6 months to really find out what I wanted to do, and eventually I found the field of IT, which was totally a different type of field altogether, and none of my family members or even my friends were remotely in this field. And yet I went in that field. I struggled for about 1 year or so, but then I was highly successful in that field, and I accomplished quite a bit for about 10 years, 15 years, sorry. Then after that, I again had to change my field, and I had to get back in my family business because unfortunately my father had expired. So the thing is that I was very structured, and my opinions were very clear, and my perceptions were very clear, and my thoughts were very clear of what I want to accomplish in my life, and I wanted to do something which makes me happy. So once you know that what you want to do in life, I'm sure that all your objectives are going to be met, and it really doesn't matter whether that is how much I've made or how much I've lost in it. But if I've been happy, all my thoughts, opinions, and perceptions have been great. Thank you.
Wonderful. I mean, sir, you took it literally, actually, and good improvisation, I can say, and good attempt. So now we'll have Puneet. Puneet, I have a very good question for you, and it's
Yes, table topic master.
later on a longer side, but a good one. So I'll put it in the chat also. If you had to abandon one of your deepest convictions in order to save the rest, which one would you choose? I'll repeat. If you had to abandon one of your deepest convictions in order to save the rest, which one would you choose? Puneet.
Thank you, table topic master. A beautiful topic indeed. Conviction is something which comes out of repeated strengthening of our belief. Now, with regards to this topic, I'm finding it extremely challenging because I have very limited set of convictions in my life. But having said that, what is that one thing which I'll do to save all the other belief? Is this finding it extremely challenging? But having said that, is possibly there's this integrity, right? Sometimes I wouldn't mind breaking integrity to save my loved ones, and which includes my family member. There are so many other things in that process as well. Now, with regards to specific conviction, uh, I'm a person like who believes in this, what you can call it as honesty is the best policy. But believe me, it is only good on paper. It doesn't exist. I mean, when you are living in India, it's easier to bend rules. It's easier to break them. So there's this one philosophy which I have followed for quite a good number of years in my life, which is honesty is the best policy. You have to be ethical. We have to be grounded. And that conviction has helped me a lot. But having said that, I also struggled and I realized the consequences of what it is not to be honest. Let me share you a small anecdote. In my college, I was a class representative and I badly wanted 10,000 rupees for my college car project. I took advantage of my class representative position. I profited out of it by selling lab manuals at a higher price. But when my friend Kushal came to know about this one, he blasted the hell out of me in front of the entire class. We trusted you, and this is what you did. As a student, I desperately wanted money. I forget about honesty. I want money. I felt like Harshad Mehta of 1992 scam. But that day, Kushal gave me a very valuable lesson in front of entire class. That it takes years to build trust and just one moment to break it. Now, from then onwards, I have always followed that integrity throughout my life, that never to cheat. But having said that, if times requires to save a loved one, to save anyone in my family, and let's remember, I live in India wherein rules, records, as Sachin Tendulkar records, Bahubali's box office records, they are meant to be broken. So I would break rules and integrity, and I don't mind being a toast. We always value integrity as the highest, but I'll break integrity to save my loved ones. Back to you.
Interesting attempt. You know that tricky questions, but you will
Hello.
let go of honesty.
Hello.
Yes, who's there?
Can I try?
Darwin, you want to try 1 minute? What is your turn? Your turn will come now, maybe next. Okay, after this one, who is next? We have Samriddhi. After Samriddhi, it's your turn. Okay. So, Samriddhi, are you there?
Yeah, I am there. Am I audible as well as visible?
Yes, you are audible. I will give you not a tough question topic. So your topic is it more admirable to live for a cause or die for it? Is it
Sorry,
more
could you just
admirable to live for a cause or die for it? I'll put it in the chat.
thank you, Table Topic Master, for giving me such a wonderful topic. So I'll just reiterate the topic once. Is it more admirable to live for a cause or to die for it? So considering the fact, the age group I am in, I would love to live for a cause. I would like to serve the people around. As an instance, in this scenario, if had I been a doctor rather than being a CA, I would have tried to save the lives of people, and I would certainly not take up to die for some cause or something like that, because I am not a person. For example, I cannot take up the role of any army or any such person who is into a do or die situation, considering the fact that they are also fighting for their country or something like that. But yeah, in situations like that, when there are very adverse times, for example, being a doctor in a scenario, just imagining a hypothetical scenario, you have to go somewhere where there is risk of contracting a very deadly disease. I would refrain myself from going there. I would still try to live for a cause and try to serve people around, wherein I can do whatever I want. Nothing. That's it.
Awesome, Samriddhi, great thoughts. You want to become a doctor to support the cause. Great, wonderful. I see a doctor. What a combination. Great, awesome, amazing. So we have with us Darren. Darren, you want to try, huh?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
So your topic is it possible to go through life without telling a lie? Is it possible to go through life without telling a lie? Darren,
Is it possible to go through life without telling a lie? I'm going to be honest with you. My answer is no. It's a big fat no. Let me tell you why. Right? We are all human beings. All right. If any one of you here is not a human being, please do contact me. I would like to know more about you after the meeting. But back to the topic. I believe most of you would have heard of this term. To err is to human. So how can we be very so sure that we go through our life without telling a lie? Like there has to be certain points in our life where we had to do something that is not so commendable when it comes to honor, justice, and all those things, and to cover it up with a lie. And there are certain times we cannot be honest because sometimes honesty is not the best policy. So that's my take on this topic. Is it possible to go through life without telling a lie? My answer is no. And if you could do it, please do share with me how you do it. Thank you very much. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
wonderful. Yes, good attempt, Darren, the eagle guy. So Gayatri is there. Gayatri, you want to try now?
Sure,
Sure. You want the easy one, huh?
very easy one.
Very easy one. Okay, so let me find you an easy one out of all these, huh?
Nobody is believing you, Omar.
Really? I yes. Okay. Why they don't believe me? I'm such an unbelievable guy. Huh? Okay, so your topic is the saddest aspect of life right now is science gathers knowledge faster than the society gathers wisdom. See, I'll repeat. The saddest aspect of life right now is that science gathers knowledge faster than the society gathers wisdom. Gayatri, I put it in the chat.
There is one big difference between knowledge and wisdom. Society often mistakes a knowledgeable person to be wise, which is not necessarily the case. Just having a lot of knowledge doesn't make a person wise. For instance, Knowing that one can drown in water is knowledge. But after knowing that you can drown in water, not jumping into water is wisdom. How many times has it so happened that we have knowledge of a certain thing, but we don't apply it? That makes us knowledgeable, not wise. What science is doing today is gathering knowledge. We can see during the corona times, we have knowledge that we have to wear masks whenever we go out. We have knowledge that whenever something from outside comes home, or if we have received some delivery, we have to wear mask, because even if there is no person around us, there is this something which has come inside our homes from outside, and it was exposed to a lot of places, and among those places could have been a place which was COVID-19 affected. Having that knowledge makes us knowledgeable, but not wearing the mask shows us that science has gathered knowledge, but as a society, we haven't become any wiser. How many people do we see walking on the roads without wearing their masks? How many people do we see still going for gatherings or having family functions or celebrating weddings and not by rules, breaking the rules of how many people should meet at a time? Science once again gathered information, but as society, no, we were no wiser. Thank you so much. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Wonderful, Gayatri. Good attempt. Where is my mask? I have to find my mask. Just kidding. Just, just kidding. So, good attempt. So, well handled. So now we have Sharman sir. Sharman sir, are you there? So Sharman sir, your topic is: are humans creating things as quickly as they are destroying things? I'll repeat. Are humans creating things as quickly as we are destroying things? I'll put it in the chat. Are humans?
You're not audible.
Shaman sir, you are not audible.
Oh, okay. Hello. Right. So I think that's correct. A lot of new things, creative things are coming into the world because of we are living in a very advanced technological era rather than the destroying. Uh, I can say uh, recently a country sent a rocket to another planet. So likewise, a lot of new things for this COVID also. You can see to protect the COVID, number of vaccinations found. The countries like Russia, the China, the England, or the India, or any lot of countries found different vaccinations to save the nations. And also, uh, this is the good time to creative coming into the creative things. Now we were with all these things, we are with following the old patterns. Now with this situation, we got stuck, and now we have changed our daily routines and coming into new things and planting things and doing researches at home, or even gathering small gatherings, also doing a lot of things how to overcome some problems we are facing. So I can say uh, with this new generation also coming new things into the world, and also people are encouraging doing the new things into the world. Over to you, Mr. Table Topic Master.
Good attempts, humans are, yes, very true. Humans are creating and destroying at the same time, you know. The more we are evolving, the more dangerous we are getting also. So we have next is Dushyant, Cavalier Dushyant. Cavalier, are you there? Dushyant is not there, right? Let's move to another one. Then we can take.
Can I go last? There are some network issues.
Okay, no issues. Aniket is there with us. Aniket.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so Master Aniket. The our topic is how much free will do we actually have to make our own choices? How much free will do we actually have to make our own choices? Master Aniket.
Thank you for so much for that lovely topic. Free will is something that we all exercise. However, making a choice is something that we do on a day-to-day basis. Whether you are going out of your home to buy groceries every day, or you want to wait till the end of the week and then go to buy those groceries once, another free will. But sometimes we have to go out of a necessity. So a lot of times when it really comes to understanding this, I would say it's up to the priorities of a person. For one person, their priority is health, and that takes over everything else. So in that case, they might exercise their free will and choose to live without groceries for the next 15 days. For some other person, the choice could purely be that the well-being of the family and their loved ones should not be sacrificed at any point of time. Again, they exercise free will to take that risk. But this is just the example of Corona or the lockdown. But I would say the same principles apply to the entire life, where every day we make a choice. And that choice, if it is in line with your goals, if it is in line with what you want to do, you are exercising your free will. However, if you are doing something under the influence of someone else, you might think that you're exercising free will, but actually you are not. So that's one of the reasons why attempting a table topic like this kind of enforces you to go back and think about the free will of attempting this table topic, and then making sure that you keep up with these thoughts on a daily basis, not just for 1 to 2 minutes until the red card goes up. Over to you.
Wonderful attempt, Aniket. And yes, true, you exercise free will in attempting this topic. Huh? Good. So,
Toastmaster Farooq, Umar Farooq, I would be taking the timer's role from now onwards. Toastmaster Naveen has to go.
Yeah, I'll have to go now. Thank you.
okay, thank you, Toastmaster Naveen, for
Thank you.
your.
Good night.
Toastmaster Naveen, you can put the timings in the chat. Everyone can see whatever you have noted.
Oh, I didn't note them actually. I didn't note them. Like they were just running on
okay.
the background.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
No issues, no issues. So let's move on. We have Jatin with us. Jatin, Cavalier Jatin. We have a young man. Jatin, are
Can
you
you see
there?
me?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah.
So Jatin, your topic is there are only two reasons for doing anything. One is love and the other is fear. There are only two reasons to do anything. One is love and other is fear. Do you have any other thing to add to it?
Yeah.
Okay, I will put it in the chat.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Today, my topic is there are two reasons for doing anything. One is love, and another is fear. Now, I'm gonna disagree to this topic because now fear always kills us things. So, say I wanted to go to a roller coaster, and my friends dared me, but I had a fear. But if I did not go there, from lifelong, I will still be having that fear. So, and also one more thing we can add is that we can add knowledge. Without if I don't know if I do not study anything, how will I be talking? How will everyone be talking? How will everybody understand? So you can't everything can't be like one is love, which I totally agree to this topic, because without love, it's like nobody's there without you, and nobody has your back. And another one is fear. I totally disagree to this topic, but for doing anything, we need to have more stuff. For like solving a maths equation, first we need to like we have to like the subject maths, but we should not get any fear. So take for an example, a teacher gave me about equation about 1 plus 1. And so for example, say that I don't know what's the equation. At least if I try and don't have any fear, at least maybe I might get little marks. So see, randomly I guess it too. So without any, and I get the marks. So it's okay if you do it wrong, but never have fear in anything. But the things which you need is knowledge and love. Thank you, and over to you.
Interesting. A Cavalier disagreed with my topic. And you are trying to give an explanation. Good attempt. So it's the right thing to do. Huh? Maybe there is something in lies between love and fear. That is the third reason. So a common overlapping zone. So Hardev Singh is with us. Sardarji. Hardev Singh. Are you
Dave,
there?
Dave,
Hardev, are you there? No? Okay. Hardev is not there. So who is there next? Jessie ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, where is the question? Okay. So, Jessie ma'am, your topic is, what is true friendship? Is it ever equally reciprocated? Two parts to the question. What is true friendship? Is it ever equally reciprocated? Yes, ma'am.
Fellow Toastmasters and my friends from around the globe, good evening. Friendship is a bond between two people. And the true friendship is a soul in two hearts. And this is a friendship, it can be between God and the child of creation, a parent and child, and a sibling, and even with the people. And when you truly love, you can read the mind. Suppose I am in a true friendship with Savita. Before Savita can say something, I will know what she is in her mind. It is also in the husband and wife. When the husband comes, the wife reads his mind. That's called true friendship. There's togetherness, there's bonding. Is there a reciprocation? It does not require reciprocation. You don't expect. I wouldn't expect any reciprocation if it's an opportunity to give. You can be vigilant and watchful to see if there is if I can pay back. But the person who does something for pure friendship is not expecting anything in return. So in my opinion is, true friendship is a love between two souls. It need not be reciprocated. And if it is a reciprocation, then it is not a true friendship, it's a transaction. Over to you.
Okay, interesting, wonderful, Jessica. Yes, it needs not be reciprocated. It can be a transaction if it can be reciprocated. One is called expectation of reciprocation, but actually being reciprocated is a different thing. So next we have next? Sunita ma'am is not there, huh? She left, I think. Sunita ma'am left. Okay, no issues. We have Naila. No, Pratyush. Pratyush is first, then Naila. Pratyush, are you there?
Yes, Toastmaster Mark. Hi, my
Okay,
nickname is Babu.
okay. Let's mix it up. We usually was. Yes, let's give it to Babu. Okay, Babu, your topic is love is as strong as death, jealousy is as cruel as the grave. Love is as strong as the death, and jealousy is as cruel as the grave. Put it in the chat.
Yes. If love is so strong that it can make us do something that we are not comfortable with, like we go outside to earn. Why? Because we love someone. That's why we go outside to earn our livelihood. And it is as strong as death because we have seen that when someone is in love with the mankind or with the country in which he is born, he is ready to give his life very lovingly and very affectionately. And if there is no love, then how can be his death be a pride for all those whom he is protecting? And if jealousy is a thing that differentiates between people to people, then it is a very cruel thing. Because when you start differentiating between people to people, jealousy does not mean that you are getting jealous of those who are superior to you. You also get jealous on small things. I have seen people getting jealous on inferiors. When an inferior does something better, the superior one gets jealous. So jealousy is a very, very much cruel thing, and we must get rid of that. But we should not get rid of the love which will help us to serve our country and to serve the mankind as a whole. Thank you, and back to Toastmaster.
Wonderful attempt, Babu. Pratyush. Yes, love should be there. And there is no room for jealousy. So we have here Sunita ma'am is back. Sunita ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, Sunita ma'am, interesting question for you. Can you be happy in your life if you don't achieve anything throughout your lifetime? Can you be happy in your life if you don't achieve anything in your lifetime? Sunita ma'am.
Good evening, Toastmaster Umar and other members of the of my global impromptu family. Can you be happy in life if you don't achieve anything throughout your lifetime? Even if you achieve anything in life, people won't be happy. That is the way we human beings are made, you know. We are never happy with whatever we have. We always need to achieve something more. So what is this talk about not achieving anything and being happy? That's not possible at all. Even if I think Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, you ask them, are they happy? Even if they have everything going for them, nobody will say they are happy. There's always something more we want in life. So, you know, like the golden egg, you have a golden egg, it's not enough to get one in a day. You need to you need to kill the hen and take out all the eggs. That's the way human beings are. So I think you have to reach that level. You have to become a very spiritually elevated person, you know, to become that. I don't want to achieve anything in life. I just want to I will survive without achieving anything. This life itself is precious and fulfilling. So I don't think it is possible. Whether you achieve or you don't achieve, man will never be happy. We'll always want something more in life. Over to you, Toastmaster Omar.
Wonderful thoughts. Toastmaster Sunita, yes, achievement is not equal to happiness, and happiness not equal to achievement. Sometimes you have to lose a lot of things to be happy. Doubts, hatreds, egos, and all these things. So we have with us. Iona wants to go first. I think she yesterday she is. Iona. Iona, yes, she's in the Amazon forest, I think. Okay. Iona, our club pro director from I think just district from USA. Yes. Iona, your topic is how do you know when you are being genuine and authentic to your true self? How do you know when you are being genuine or authentic to your true self? Iona.
Thank you for that table topic. How does one know if you are being genuine? It's very simple. I hear people today are talking about love, they're talking about fear, and they're not really answering the question. You know that you're in love when you're ready to kill for it. You know you're in love when you will not allow the person around you. I think there was a humorous person that once said that no matter what you do it with all your heart. And if you're not jealous, then you're lying. You're not being authentic. If you're just saying to your partner, go ahead, do whatever you want to do in life, then you're lying. You're not being genuine. But if you truly care and you want to do everything from your entire heart and you want them to be happy and you tell them to live the lives that they want to, that is being authentic and genuine. I think at the end of the day, you just try. You get up in the morning, you live your life completely and as best as you can. I think that those are my thoughts about being authentic and genuine. In everything that you do, you can only do your best. And no matter what you do, perhaps someone won't like it, but if you put your best foot forward in life, in love, and in happiness, I think you'll get it all. Mr. Chair.
Wonderful thoughts, Iona. Quite inspiring. Good attempt. So we have with us Satya. Satya, are you there?
Am I audible, Umar?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
Satya, your topic is he travels fastest who travels alone. He travels fastest who travels alone. Satya.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. The topic given to me, he who travels fastest travels alone. So I would like to relate this topic to one of my experiences in which there were two phases in my life. In the first phase, where I was running behind people and seeking some attention from people, like some kind of a attention seeker. So I always have a thought in my mind that, okay, I want to impress someone so that everyone sees behind, everyone get to know about me. In that way, I'm losing my self identity. And even I'm forgetting like what I actually want to become rather than trying to impress someone. Coming to the other phase, where one day I thought what I was doing. So why is it happening? Though I'm achieving something, still not satisfied. Then I realized that I'm not doing it for myself rather than I'm trying to impress someone. But from that day onwards, I started traveling alone, whether it is for any trips or any other locations. I go travel alone on bike. So that happened for some days. And then I felt the innermost satisfaction. That is the day when I realized this is what I am and this is what I must do. In that way, I was clearly approaching my goals, and the goals which I achieve, I'm feeling very much satisfied in it. So in this way, what I can say is, rather than living for others, you must live for yourself. That is when you feel you're moving ahead in your life and you're moving faster in the life that you're going ahead. Over to you, Umar.
Wonderful thoughts. Yeah, you agreed with the topic. Good. And sometimes there is an art in table topic when you agree with the topic in a way that it covers the opposite of it also. Because if your own selfish goals are to help others, you are also accommodating them also in a way. So
Exactly.
sometimes being selfish is meaning so you are doing better for everybody else. So that is one way to take that topic also. Next we have Vandana. Vandana, our champion Toastmaster. Table
No,
topic.
not champion.
So,
It's been a while.
Vandana, simple topic, very short. Loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships.
Did you hear that she's going through a divorce and now she's having an affair with someone else?
How many times have you heard aunties and random people, men, women in the office, people of any gender talking about things like this?
Do you know that they were trying to have a child? They're doing treatment, but they're not able to do it. Do you know? Do you know? She got demoted. Or do you know? He proposed to 10 girls at the same time.
Loose lips sink ships. How many times have you heard of marriages failing because trust does not exist? They listen to rumors and things that jobless neighbors and people have to say. Remember to keep the communication open with your loved ones. When you hear things from loose lips, remember to ask your friend, your family member, who you decide to doubt based on those baseless rumors. Ask them what happened. Have an open communication. Why sink the ship based on facts, which are not facts, based on things that people say because they're really bored out of their own wits and because they have nothing to do or they're envious of what you have. Think about it. A lot of people don't rise up in life because of these things that are talked about in offices. People's characters are killed and demolished in one day. How many times have you studied in a college or a school and people talk about who's dating who, but it's looked down upon? How many times in a building, in an apartment, everyone is talking about everyone else's lives and half of it is not true? How many times have you seen the news and you believe the fake news and decide not to look at things closely with a microscope on your own? Form your own convictions, form your own, I wouldn't use the word judgments, but opinions on these things. Loose lips sink ships. Over to you.
Wonderful attention. Vandana, did you know that you have handled the topic excellently? Don't tell anybody, huh? Okay. So next, Hardev is back. Hardev, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
So Hardev,
Hello,
your
Hardev.
topic. What?
No, he's disturbing me, my friend.
Okay, small things make perfection, but perfection isn't a small thing. Small things make perfection, but perfection is not a small thing. Hardev.
Thank you to Mr. Umar Farouk. Small things make perfection, and perfection isn't small thing. Wow, it's a very tough topic. What is perfection? Perfection is something without defects, without blemish. Anything you can say that is complete is perfect. Very sorry to tell you, you will never find anything perfect. Even human beings, creation of God, you may find some defects. The master of the universe also don't make things perfect. Of course, he's perfect in every way, but there are some things here and there. Human beings, if you understand in manufacturing, we have the Six Sigma belt, where we have 6 Sigma. That means we can only make up to 99.99999%. We don't give 100. There's no such thing as zero defect. There will be some amount of defect. But again, there are small things that makes the defect. Example, you can make a whole car, and if you don't put the oil, some nut, you cannot drive the car. The car is useless. So that nut can be called perfection to make the car move. Or anything else. Sometimes you can make a whole big piece of cake and you just don't put the icing on the tip. It is not perfect. Just with a little icing on it, it becomes perfect. And then put it another way. There's a saying says, ocean is not complete with a dot with a drop of water. So that one drop makes the ocean perfect. And in anything, in many ways, sometimes somebody can be very thirsty. Just the drop of water can quench his thirst. That basically you have made something perfect for him. So we will say that not necessarily something big makes perfection. It is the teeny mini things that will cause the perfection, because that teeny mini things that makes the perfection less perfect. So just like us, these little things we learn in Toastmasters make us a better speaker, make us more confident in we are learning. Yes, of course, I believe we know certain things, but they are a little here and there touch-ups that we need to do. Those little things make the perfection. And back to you, Toastmaster, table topic master, Mr. Umar. Thank you.
Yes, great, wonderful. And there you have a good energy and you took good attempt on the topic. So next we have Ajay sir. Ajay sir, are you there?
Yes.
Ajay sir, your topic is there really any completely selfless act of kindness, or there's always a motive behind helping someone? Is there really any completely selfless act of kindness, or is there always a motive behind helping someone else? I put it in the chat.
Good evening, Toastmasters, and all the global impromptu friends here. That's a very blunt and a very straightforward question, which I am sure many of us will find difficult to answer. Is there really any completely selfless act of kindness? Or is there always a motive behind helping someone? If I were to answer this absolutely honestly, yes, there are moments, there are acts, there are certain situations in life where you do something totally selflessly. It comes from within. There is no expectation, nothing prompted it. There was no element of a benefit or no element of thought behind that as to why I shouldn't be doing, why should I be doing it or not doing it. But every act of kindness, I don't agree that's selfless. And sometimes you do it because you heard the very fact that you heard from friends, from other readers, from spiritual readers, from elders, from saints, from gurus, that if you do so and so, it will put you on the right path. You will get, something back in return. The universe gives you back in this fashion. The universe is like a mirror. So if you see and talk good things, the good things are going to come back. Now, the moment you say that you're doing good because that's going to come back, then it is not selfless. The moment you start assuming that I am doing it because something good is going to come back to you, then you did it somewhere inside the core of your heart, expecting that that good will come back. Having said that, the word motive is a very, very tricky word, because here there is no motive. Here there is a will to do something good, and you're doing it because there is something good which comes in return, but that is not the motive for doing it. You did it because it is good. Yeah, you know it deep within that probably something good will come back. There is no intention of doing it otherwise. So I agree. I must say that to a certain extent, yes, in life will throw at you opportunities where you will do something selfless, because compassion is a very inherent quality of human beings. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Wonderful. Ajay sir, it's a very straightforward, very hard question, hard realities, you can say. And it is there. So Saurabh is there with us. Saurabh?
Yeah, Farooq, I'm here.
Okay. So Saurabh, your topic is
Yes.
yes, your topic is talent is always conscious of its abundance. and does not object to sharing. Talent is always conscious of its own abundance and does not object to sharing. Saurabh.
Toastmaster Farooq, I must say one thing. I'm scared of your topic.
So it is in abundance, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so topic master, Sir Toastmaster Center. Talent is always conscious of its own abundance and does not object to share. Well, this particular code defines the simple basic meaning of human civilization. Now, we look back and dig into our history, we can see many great philosophers who were talented enough to enlighten the mankind, like Socrates, Pluto, and much more. They always had this vision. But just think about it for 1 minute, that if they had secured this particular thing only for themselves and had never shared it with all of us, then what might have happened? If Thomas Edison might have not shared the idea of light bulb just for his cave, in a cave dark filled with just selfishness and trust, and reminds us how our civilization became greatest civilization, how we became human, because we started sharing the gift of God, started sharing our talent, whether it may be dancing, singing, or any other. The Toastmasters and the renowned Toastmasters who are there in the meeting are the mentors to many beginners, and they had made sure that those Toastmasters can improve themselves. Our topic master, Toastmaster Farooq himself, is a great table topic auditor. He himself is sharing his knowledge, his table topics with all of us. He's sharing his talent with him because he has abundance and he knows its value. And just by sharing it, he's making that we all grow. So that is what I want to say. If you have talent, it's okay to boast of it, but make sure you are sharing this talent, because when you die, the talent will no longer be able to share. But if you share the talent, you make others grow, you make others live, and you make your talent live forever. Over to you, topic master.
Wonderful, and Saurabh, you took my example also. Good. Go कहते ज्ञान बांटते जाओ, बढ़ाते जाओ. Talent जितना share करोगे उतना multiply होता है. It's a multiplier effect actually. So we have at least 4 or 5 people left. So we should go ahead with them, or what you say, Amjad? 4 or 5 are left.
As you wish, as you wish. Everyone wish.
I think we can finish them. Maybe Neha is here with us. Neha? Neha, are you there? Neha?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you are here. I was just about to move to another person. Huh? Okay, so your topic is, you will open the video or you will be only on voice?
Am I not visible?
Yes, you are not visible. Yes, okay. Okay, so your topic is educate a boy, you will educate an individual. Educate a girl, you educate a community. Educate a boy, you educate an individual. Educate a girl, you educate a community.
Okay, may I start? All right. Such a beautiful topic, I must say. Being a girl, I am feeling pretty proud right now to speak on this topic. If you educate a boy, definitely doesn't mean that boys are not helpful or something, but this is a biological process, I must say, because only girls have that power. Only girls have that thing to to make people aware and make people uh, it's in their hand, I must say. It's not anyone's mistakes, or it's not in anyone's hands, but that is the biological thing, I'll say. And girls are that much lucky or that much beneficial that this benefit is given to them to educate the other people out there. So I must say that is thing this is the something which is given something which is given to girls, because it is rightly said that the god is the director, and he only feels that he only assigns the roles if a person is only only capable of it. So I guess that this is my the overall topic, that only people who are capable of a particular role or a particular job, only these are given the some task or something to do. So yeah, that will be all I must say. Thank you.
Wonderful attempt. Yeah, good. And yes, of course, when you are talking about mother, at the top of the family tree is the mother always. So from that everything starts. So we have with us Sasmita. Sasmita is there. Sasmita Naik. No, she is not there. Danish.
Hi, sorry, I'm
Yes,
here.
Sasmita. Sasmita, your topic is it takes a lot of courage to show your dreams to someone else. It takes a lot of courage to show your dreams to someone else. Why you think so, right? What would be the reason?
I do agree that first, when we dream, we have to. I mean, what's my dream? It's the process of finding what exactly my dream doesn't come very easily to everyone. There are some people who might be very clear about what they want in their life from the very beginning, and but for most of us, being so sure of your dream doesn't come very easily. So when I think of, okay, this is what I want to do, or this is what I want to achieve, that process itself, it's like I myself is not completely sure that this is what is there. So first I have to be very sure, then only I can tell somebody, okay, this is what I want to do. So, and there are certain times my dreams are not the conventional one. They may be uh, different from what other people are doing. They may be a little bit hatke and all. So at that time, there is a hesitation of telling people that, okay, is my dream completely legitimate? Is my dream completely doable? And there is that question is there, whether it's possible or not. So that is why the doubt will be there to show somebody else. But this again a process of being sure of yourself. Like if you're sure, if you believe in your dream, then becomes easy to tell someone else that your dream is, I mean, what your dream is. So thank you very much. That's from my side.
Wonderful, great thoughts, Sashmita. And Danish is here with us.
Yes, I'm here.
So Danish, so your topic is: would you choose immortality knowing everyone else you loved would still die? Would you choose immortality knowing everyone else you loved would still die? Danish.
Oh, this is a nice one. Still. For me, it is hard to describe this because death is unavoidable. No matter how long you live, eventually you are going to die one day. So would I choose immortality even if I know everyone else would die? I would say no, because as humans, if we are meant, we are created by our creator. Eventually one day we'll have to go back to our creator. Whatever was born on earth started from the soil. That's what the Muslims believe, if I'm not wrong. But no, in all honesty, I definitely won't choose to live forever, because there will be a time when people need to, especially like we always talk about the next generation. There will be a time when the next generation will need to step up, because if you let these old ones stay on for maybe hundreds, 200s, or even 300 years, eventually there won't be that much progress because the old mindsets are still there and the newer mindsets can't come in. It's of course good to preserve history, but at the same time we also must modernize for the betterment of the society. After all, we have to be very vigilant, especially when moving forward with the times. We can't just move forward and then just simply do what we wish. It has to be done with careful planning, very careful planning and keen observation. We have to see the trends, how it's going to go, whether this trend is going to work for this country, whether or not it's going to work for us, or whether or not it's just not going to work. That's all what we have to evaluate. In a nutshell, basically, I won't choose immortality because if I were to choose immortality, the new generation can't come up and we won't have a more modern and more prosperous society. At the same time, we also will not be able to progress in the near future. That's all. Back to you.
What a time, Danish. Wonderful. We have Temba with us. Temba, is you there? Temba. No. Okay, Dushyant.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, you want to try now?
Yeah.
So okay, I have a simple one, not from the list I will give you. Is success always equal to happiness? Is success always equal to happiness?
I have 30 seconds time.
Okay, you have 10 seconds.
Okay. Okay, can I start?
Yes.
So hello, Gabriel's Toastmasters and guests present here. And I'm EP Dushyant Sanjay, and the topic given to me is, will success always give happiness? So some people cheat many people to success. Those successes will not give happiness because they have a hard feeling like we cheated many people and we are in this place. They were cheated like they were fools, right? But many people don't do this. They success in a very careful way and do not cheat anybody. And this gives them happiness. Like they hard work and they get their own happiness. Like they tried it by their own mind and did not cheat anybody. So all success don't always give happiness. Thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Good return, Dushyant. Wonderful speaking. Wonderful. Great. We have DTM Amjad with us. DTM Amjad.
Yes, sir.
DTM Amjad, your topic is our ability to differentiate between right and wrong, innate or learned. Is our ability to differentiate between right and wrong, innate or learned? I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you, Mr. Topics Master, ladies and gentlemen. Is our ability to differentiate between right and wrong innate or learned? Is definitely learned. Reason. When did you start differentiating between people, things, ideologies, religions, mindsets, books? When you got into your senses, isn't it? When you went to school, they taught you something. Then you came home, they taught you something. Then you spent time with your friends playing outside, they taught you something. You started learning, registering in your mind. That means we learned everything, differentiating and also hating when we were child. Let's take example of mine. When I was child, my brain was not active as of now. I was not differentiating between people, not even money, not even clothes, nothing around me. But I was just having fun, loving my life, as my parents says. But later on, I went to school, played with a different mindset, different people, different believers. They taught me something. Then I started differentiating in between. what is wrong, what is right. Then I got my own senses working. Then I realized what is wrong, what is right. Then I moved to another country. Then I realized I was thinking wrong, I was thinking right. Now I'm thinking right, but for some people, I'm thinking wrong. For some people, I'm thinking right, but for me, I'm thinking wrong. These are all confusing words, mindset. This is all learned. But one thing we need to understand, if we remain realistic, we always undermine our abilities. Trust me, our life will be much more better than what we think of. But for that, we need to cool down, calm down, relax, understand our start. From nothing, we became someone or something. And today we think we rule the world. I born by myself. No, that's not reality, ladies and gentlemen. Everything we own, good or bad, we have all learned. If you want to unlearn, if it's wrong, try it, because you are in your conscious and it's possible, but it's very brave more than the conscious. When we do that, we are called as brave soul. People will call you idiot, a man who is crazy, abnormal. But this is where the journey starts, a journey of greatness, a journey of becoming a great leader. Choice is yours. Yes, we learn hate, we learn bias, we learn everything to create chaos in this world. But we forget to learn peace, we forget to learn harmony, we forget to learn brotherhood. Choice is yours. What you choose, you become. And you, after that, face that in your life also. Thank you so much. Back to you, Mr. Topics Master.
Wonderful take, Amjad. Interesting thoughts, inspirational words, and all. So, with this, I would love to end the topic. Now it's my turn, I believe.
Oh, yes, it's your turn. Who would like to give a topic to Toastmaster Umar Farouk? Anybody? Volunteer. Take a revenge.
Oh, so many people
If
want
you
to
were
give revenge.
hungry, and
What?
if you were hungry, and your only choice was to steal or stay hungry.
Okay, if you were hungry and your only choice was to stay hungry or steal, what you will do?
Yes.
Okay, that's a very interesting and very paradoxical topic. So, but I would like to give a twist to it. So, I would say that there is no such thing as only choice. When you're talking about choice, you can have other choices also. See, one choice is to do something wrong. One choice is to do something right. It's up to you. If I have to starve to death, would I want to do it? No, I don't want to do it. Because when you are in tough times, when you are in extreme situations, you would like to think out of your box. And I am a strong believer, we should not think inside the box. We should not think outside the box. We should always think as if there is no box at all. Because when you think that there is no choice at all, but there is still hope. There stealing is at all cost, whether it is justified by whatever you ends you are trying to meet, is wrong. So you have to think differently. You can take help from people. You can take guidance from people. You can ask your friend. You have so many options to do it. Maybe you can sell something from yourself. You have to feed yourself. But what is something you are losing when you are stealing? You are losing your honesty. You are losing your values. Do you want to compromise on them? No, I don't think so. Nobody would like to compromise on them. Nobody wants to take the wrong way. So explore the possibilities. You are thinking in terms of problems, you will see problem, you will difficulty and everything. In terms of solutions, what can I do different? what are the things I could do to step out of that situation? Because after that, you will find the solution. You can take help from your friend, you can ask your family member. I believe one door is closed, 100 doors are opened by the God. There is no dead end in life. There is always possibility. So we should not have that kind of negative thinking. You have only one choice. No. If somebody is saying to you that you have only one choice, say to them, it's for you, not for me. Over to you, Timothy.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We will not take much of your time, but to go to Madam Timer to share the timing report, please. Toastmaster ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, Amjad. I am whatever I have noted, I'll read it out because from Toastmaster Jatin onwards, I have noted. So Jatin 148, Jesse 157, Babu Gupta 158, Sunita 130, Ayana 127, Satya 147, Vandana 235, Hardev 215, Ajay 236, Saurabh 215, Neha 135, Sasmita 132, Danish 2 minutes, Dushyant 104, Amjadji 332, and Toastmaster Umar 2 minutes 27 seconds. So that is my report. You're already late. Back to you, DTM Amjadji.
Thank you so much, Vitam. I really appreciate for your report and chipping in to help us. Ladies and gentlemen, it was 150th session. Let's put our hands together to thank Toastmaster Umar Farouk and Toastmaster Savita for making it success. Really appreciate for entertaining all of us with interesting topic and time management. With that power vested in me as a host of this meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Over to each one of you to have fun for some time. Stay blessed.